Oh, perfect. It's cold, dude. It is chilly. Also got carrots. Figured I need to go to the gym at least today, because I didn't get to go on a walk. Been getting things set up. Because I'm a bit frightened. I'm acknowledging it. Finally. Like, I know. See, and this is the tough part. Even though it doesn't have to be. Like, I know that I'll be fine. Darn, I'm out of carrots. Dude, gas is even 10 cents cheaper now. It's $2.79. Can you get the water out? Bert! I go. Almost. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so I mean, dude, gas is so cheap now. I'm probably gonna get another. I have half a tank left, but I'll probably fill up again. Yeah. Woo! Okay. I think I recorded like 6 videos today, which is great. It's fantastic. It's wonderful. And I'm realizing, okay, so there's that, which is perfect. Like, I know I didn't make the promise, the contract thing that I signed with myself the last month, where I was like, oh, I'm gonna make $10,000 by the end of the month, because now it's the end of the month, and dude, it's cold. I'm sorry, but that's why I'm like over here. It's not because I'm ashamed. It's because I know that I was learning a lot. I'll say that. Kind of getting re-engorged. I think it would be reinforced with society. It's so fucked that I have to say that, but it's true, because I literally I dipped off, bro. Like I ceased to exist to anybody else, to anybody around me, to any way, shape, or form, and it was just me living in my own little magical world, and I love my own little magical world. It's so peaceful. It's so wonderful. It's so nice. It's really great. It really is. I love it so much. I still have to be able to go out into the world and be able to communicate and share and like connect and help others, hopefully help them come to that same realization. So this past month, it was me like reintegrating, redeveloping, and I'm a little bit terrified, just a little bit, because I also know as long as I do the work every day, and this is where I'm building the platforms, like the 2 different websites. I know I only really technically need 1 website, but I figure I'm going to build 2. One that's more of a B2C type of business, and then one that's a B2B business, where like I can do the stuff that I basically did today for them for a fee in some way, shape, or form, and just reach out to them. And I know that that's like, I just need to have cash by the end of the next month. Like, I needed it by the end of this month. I had to transfer some money from one of the accounts that I did not want to have to do in the first place, and that was not something that I was looking to have to do. I waited to this last minute because I was unsure. I was doubting, but now I'm like, I see validity and truth in the things that I have, and I'm like, okay, I can offer these types of things because I do have this information and the insights. And that's why today, all I've done I did a lot today. Like, I created a lot of content. I created a lot of content today. I like having something that's every single day. Like, I like having something that's like, I can count on this to happen, because I like to think about it in this way. And this is the reason why I do it, is because I always remember growing up as a kid, And like whenever I'd go to school in the morning or something like that, there was always that like morning talk show or that morning experience. And I always loved having that, of like being able to like listen to the same thing every morning, even if it, like that was the thing that I just enjoyed doing. It was like, all right, we show up, we get on here, we listen to these things, and maybe there's a day off here and there, whatever it may be. But that's what I try to do with my content, is I try to show up every day in the best way that I can. Sometimes the information may be the same, sometimes it may be different, but it's always information in some way. And I like that. So I figured if I like that, then there's probably other people that like that as well too, that just want to like hear from me, because it was like a radio show. So I'm kind of like trying to do that like with the YouTube, as well as like, here's just video content every single day. If you listen to it first thing in the morning, you can listen to it first thing in the morning. You can listen to it whenever you need to listen to it, and just kind of let things like happen in the ways that they need to happen. So I created a lot of videos. Like I said, I probably did 11 videos this morning, which is what got me kind of thinking. It's like, well, if I could do 11 videos, like, and they're like 15 minutes or so, then I could do the same thing for somebody else. Like, obviously I want to do my own thing, don't get me wrong. Like, I'd like to have this happen, and it is happening, and it already is. And I mean, obviously the higher mind, God, knows the direct and better way to be able to get me to the place that I need to get to. I do understand that. So me having these other communication channels open in the ways that they are is really opening my eyes to a different experience. Like the interview that I had yesterday it was just like, yeah, so it'll be a 50-50 base after you ramp up period. In the beginning, you'll be getting paid the $90,000 like right off the rip. And I was like, interesting, because the company was making around $500,000 to $600,000 a year in revenue, and I was like, interesting. Okay, I'm wondering the thing, like, I say I have these skills, but clearly, like, I haven't actually implemented them or done any of them, and that's where I'm like, well, it just takes me one. Like, I just need one, bro. Like, I just need one. Like, that's it. That's simple. And that's where I'm like, okay, well, I might as well start. Like, I like the content. I like the idea of me just like doing it this way, and like just sharing the ideas and the thoughts that I have, and then tossing in a small little like, hey, I offer coaching. Hey, I offer this. Like, is this something that you want? And it's like, yeah, this is something that I want. I'm just like, awesome. You can book it right here in XYZ form or whatever it may be, and then bada bing, bada boom, we have everything that we need. And that's what I would rather, like, I like that idea. Don't get me wrong, I do want to, like, I like the traveling side of it too, and that's why I'm like trying to like touch on these different aspects for the other like interview thing that I did, because it's like, hey, you can travel, you can do this all this other stuff, and it's like slightly different from what I'm used to doing, but like seeing their media kit and how they price their structures was quite fascinating to me, because they had a very wide, and I guess I get it, I understand it, because like obviously I've been saying obviously a lot. I can't control the outcome on what they have, but like I can control the inputs that and I talk about this a lot, because it's something that I'm needing to ingrain in my own mind, is I can do the service that I am offering to them, and then depending on their offer, depending on what they're selling, depending on what they're doing, that will determine on how well that thing that I did create will convert. Because I have the skills, and I looked at that recently as well too, is like, I don't have to have like big followers, just as like you don't have to have big followers, you have to have the right people following you. Because like I always thought that I had to have hundreds of thousands of millions of views, which is like, yeah, that can happen. I also have realized that like I can have a very small subset of views, because if it's the same people coming back over and over again, then I can just coach those individuals. I can have those group sessions with them, and I can help them level up in the ways that they need to level up, because most of the time, at least from past experiences, people that have worked with me, it's typically within a 6-week time frame where they're able to get over whatever they need to get over, or like overcome the said thing that they need to overcome, or the said thing that we decided to work on unconsciously/consciously at the same time. And like, since I know that this is all reality, like this is all just happening within my own head, it's just like, well, if that's the case, then I might as well just create the reality. And this is what I have been doing in this past year, and sometimes we have to go like down these different routes and paths, and that's where I'm kind of like slightly a little bit like terrified, but also at the same time, and you can be like, oh, you need to breathe, and it's just like I get excited about these things, and then I just go on this spiel because it's something that I can just like boom, 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 boom. I don't get to do this with other people that often, because I seem to I don't express it like in this way to that other person, because I can tell that sometimes they'll get lost or whatever it may be, and you very well could be getting lost in these types of things that I talk about as well too. which is, it's fine, it's fair. I also don't want to talk about these types of things with the other people that I talk about, because as I've talked about in today's couple of videos, it's like I just seem to be like a mere reflection of the said person, and it's just a matter of me reflecting back to the person what they need to have or whatever it is, and then being able to pick up on those other frequencies or vibrations from those said people. So that's where I'm just like, get this update, get this on, get this updated, get this going, get this rolling, have the backlog of the content, because if I have the backlog of the content, then I'm golden, and I can get at least a couple of booking calls from that. Like if I, like 600, I figure 600 for 5 sessions or so is pretty good. Like it's 150 an hour-ish, which is great. Like I would pay $100 for massages or so, which is perfect. So that's where I'm like 6 sessions, can do that. We can do 1, we can do 3, we can do, well, we can do 1 or 5 is kind of where I have it at right now, so they get 1 for free. Or you can look at it in a different way and be like, you're charging this per hour when you get 5. But nonetheless, same way of looking at it. It's just about how you frame the said offer, or the pricing. And most people, I feel like, from at least what I've talked with, when it's like the buy one get one free, it's like you're not really getting one free, but you are. Like you're just getting one, like both of them at half price, or you're getting one at 1/3 price, one at 1/4, 2/3 price. Like it really just kind of depends on how you want to do the math. It's just easier to say, like, buy one get one free, or buy 4 get one free, or something along those lines. It's been the same thing at like the grocery store, which I've recently, actually I just now noticed that it's like buy 7 get 1 free, or something along those lines with that price. So that's kind of what I'm doing. I'd like to be able to, I would very, very, very much be liking to have one client, a couple of clients. I mean, just having some clients like from the internet paying me cash money for my insights and my coaching and my attention is fantastic and wonderful and magnificent. And if I have to like reach out to these other businesses and do these other things, and I can hire like a legal, I think the thing that's been holding me up the most is, it has been the contract stuff. And that's where I'm just like, well, let me just price things that are a bit smaller, so then there doesn't need to be like a contract per se. It's like it's 150, like anything below $200, I don't think you really need to have a contract or something like that, but I could be wrong, I don't know. These were things that I didn't necessarily think about when I first left. It was more of me just trying to figure out like, oh, hey, I want to leave because I want to explore these different ideas and I don't know my emotions. So I want to learn more about this, and I wanted to just walk around a lot. And now I'm like, okay, well, I walked around a lot, and I loved it, and it was great, and it was wonderful, and it was amazing. It was the most magnificent, wonderful, amazing, beautiful thing that I've ever experienced. And now I'm at the point where I'm like, I would much rather, not even much rather, I'm at the point where I'm like, okay, I'm ready to start receiving. I feel as though I have like put in the work. I've gone down, I've gone to the places that I needed to go, I've felt the things that I've needed to feel, I've helped the people that I've needed to help, I've proved it to myself that I can be of service to people in the ways that I need to be of service to them in. So in return, my bad bro, in return, I might as well be able to, you know, receive cash money now, because I finally got out of my own way. And did I think that person's just gonna go there, so I'm just gonna go here. You can have that spot. I'll take this one. That's fine. Actually, I think that one might have been a handicap. I don't know. But yeah, so did lots of videos, made lots of shorts as well too. Like I'm just trying to get as much of a backlog as I possibly can right now. Look at the Mercedes. So clearly we're on the right frequency, because you got that right there as well too. Now you can't really see it, but nonetheless, it's still a nice car. So yeah, I'm in the right place. I'm doing the right things. Needed sales. Sales. Yes.